All right.
Well, hello everyone. It's good to see you again, since some people have time enough for me, you know. Sometimes they get so busy and so occupied with other things that I'll be the last one on the totem pole. But I'm glad to see you all, because you know how much I love you. I need you. And want you to push them buttons and say, hey, I seen Mom. And I listened to what she had to say. I don't know, sometimes I think that I'm unnecessary to a whole lot of people. But, you know, like, it's only my opinion. You know, it's nobody else's. So if you following it, you know, you're just taking one person's opinion on how they feel about things. Sometimes I'm absolutely right, and other times I'm not. So let's get on and find out what's bothering you guys this week and see if I can help you any.
All right, this one says, part 1, I am a married woman. I am pretty much happy in all areas except sexuality. I'm a very passionate woman and need intimacy. I'm not overly needy, but I need that connect from time to time. When angered, my husband used sex as a control mechanism against me. Meaning, if he gets upset with me about something, he has been known to withhold intimacy and sex from me. I have gone 2 to 3 months at a time without receiving sex. As you can imagine, it leaves me sexually frustrated. I have asked if I can get a sexual toy, but of course, my husband said no. So I am totally reliant on him in that area. My question, I ran into my ex-family member not too long ago. She mentioned him and how bad he was doing in his marriage. She even went on to tell me he told her he wished he had married me. Unfortunately, since running into her, I have been thinking about him when I get sexually frustrated because he was a great lover. I love my husband and would not want to hurt him in any way, but I think of my ex when my husband neglects me sexually. I need suggestions on how to get pleased sexually, which I'm sure would drive away feelings for my ex.
Well, the best thing I can tell you to do is get you a dildo. Get you a toy. You ain't got to tell him. What you want? Tell him for? He got toys. He got things he'll do. He don't tell you every damn thing he do. You tell you everything he do with his dick? Or whatever? No, he too busy trying to play games with it. Well, tell him to keep it. They got toys out here, girl, let me tell you. Make your hair stand up on your head and run down your back. You don't need them. And you don't have to go out there and find Mr. James or Williams or somebody else and say, oh, you was out there cheating. No, you're not. Get yourself a toy, find something you like, or find a few of them you like. Hey, go in there and take you one of them long baths or showers, honey, and do your thing and satisfy yourself and tell him to go to hell on to yourself. He ain't got to know. You don't tell everything you do. What is wrong with you? You women act like your brain hit the floor or something. Or you're walking with your brain. Because you damn sure ain't thinking. You don't let no man do that to you. Man, do you know this world is built on pussy? I mean, it is built on it. And he got the nerve to try to hold that ugly thing to his please. Girl, you make somebody want to slap you for being so slow. Get yourself together. And I want to hear about it too.
This says, I'm the middle child. My brother and sister both have kids and they're horrible parents. The kids talk to adults any kind of way. My brother recently received... Wait, let me start over. The kids talk to adults any kind of way. Recently, my brother's son has been having problems. He is stealing and lying. His mom is tired of men, so she messes with women now. She really neglects them, and I want to report her to child services. I want my nephews to be able to tell someone what is going on in the household. She has told them not to discuss with me or my mom what goes on in her house. Should I report her? I don't want the kids like disrupted, but I also don't want them in prison when they grow up either. They are There are a lot of other things going. I tried to keep this as short as possible. FYI, I have never had nor wanted kids since I was around 7. I knew both these fools would have plates full with parenting.
Try to get them into something, get them busy so they can get out of the house. So that they're not in the house as much, especially like weekends, going somewhere, get them into some kind of sports where they have to go out and, practice and other little things instead of what mom is doing in her room. Which really shouldn't be any of their business. And she shouldn't be making it available for them at that age for them to find out what it is that she is doing. Since maybe she's not satisfied with a man, she wants to be satisfied with a woman. All well and good. But she don't have to rub it in on them. Because it's confusing them and they don't really know what's going on. So try to find other activities if you're really worried about them. Keep them busy. That's the best thing I could do. And keep telling them about respect. You treat people the way you want people to treat you. You don't disrespect no adult, especially your mother or father, whether they're right or whether they're wrong. God didn't say they had to be right for you to respect them. You respect them at all times. And believe me, it will come back to you. Because he said karma is a bitch when you got to pay her. Because she want double time. Sometimes she want triple when you got to pay her. You respect. Respect is due. You don't run your mouth and say things you ain't got no business saying. These people walk around here and talk about let kids say and do what they want to. Come on with that crap. Your parents didn't do it to you. You didn't say what you wanted to say out your mouth. Look, there's a way to get around every horse and barn. And there's a way to handle it. Because that little money that you put out your pocket, you wouldn't be coming out of my pocket anymore. Them places that you be going, you wouldn't be going there no more. The malls and this and that. Come on now. Get with them.
This one says, this guy was interested in me and he put his number in my phone. We hung out and had several deep conversations about life. Then I gave him oral sex. He wanted to return the favor, but my menstrual was on. I am very good friends with his best friend, and after we did what we did, his best friend told me that he likes me. I told him I can't do anything with him because I like his friend. The guy I gave oral to started acting different. Not returning calls, texts, and he didn't even wish me happy birthday. I was hurt, so I figured we were done. I haven't seen the dude I gave oral to in a month. He would invite me places and I would decline. Me and his best friend got closer and closer, and we both got drunk and had sex. The guy I gave oral to talked to me the night before saying that he wanted to see me because we needed to talk. I cut off his best friend, the one I had sex with, to talk to his best friend because I really like him. I honestly don't know what to do. He took my virginity as well. Also, I told the guy I gave oral to, he said he respects me for telling him. I don't understand what her question is.
She confused up there. What I believe she liked what the other guy was doing to her, and she liked one better than the other one. And because they were such close friends, I believe what she was saying was she only wanted to deal with one of them, and which is right. You only deal with one. The one that you really felt as though that you could be more friendlier with, or more confident with, or open up more to, or whatever, if that person really wanted you. But they both could be just pulling train on you. Oh man, she's this, she that. Yes, it went this way, she did this to me, she did that to me. And then he trying to do the same thing, and then they just walk away. The best thing I could tell you to do is drop both of them.
Alright, I have a friend who's been my best friend since the 9th grade. We are now 24 and have been through basically everything together. So of course that includes men, and we both had our fair share of losers. The problem is now she has a child by one of the losers. The man has done crack once, according to her, hit her more than once, and can hardly keep a job, and he has the nerve to cheat. It now bothers me how weak she has become. When it was just her, I didn't mind, but now a child, a girl at that, is involved and just doesn't sit right with me. I have had a heart-to-heart, and nothing seemed to change. I find myself getting more and more annoyed with her. I love her dearly, but at this point I'm starting to lose respect for her. So my question is, where do I go from here? Do I try to work on our relationship, or just realize we are in two different paths?
Well, it don't sound like you got no relationship. She's willing to stick with what she's got. Bam, boom. She's willing to have somebody kick her around and say all kinds of things and do all kinds of things. If what you got to offer her, she don't want that, then let her take her own path. There's nothing that you can really do about it. But pray for her. You know? Pray for her that she open her eyes and see what's going on before she has a child there. You know? And maybe that's one of the reasons why she's trying to hang in there, because it's her baby's daddy. You know, but just because it's your baby's daddy don't mean you got to hang in there and suffer and be stomped and beat. Oh, damn body don't love your ass and they whipping your ass. Come on with that. And they did back there in the 20s and way back in the old time. Come on now. Don't nobody want nobody to be whipping on their ass in the slavery time. You know, you might as well get yourself a bullwhip. If you want to do that, you get yourself one too. Come on with it. If she don't want you, leave her alone. Go find something else out there. Everything changes. Nothing stays the same. I don't give a doop nanny what it is. Nothing stays the same. After so many years, everything changes, and everything in life. A house, a building, a window, the paint on a house, paint on the steps, the things you have in the house, they age, your clothes. Nothing stays the same. Everything it has wear on it. So don't sit down and worry yourself to death about nothing, because you can't stop life from going on. It's going on.
Alright, this one says, I need some advice. I have been dating a guy for about 8 months and I love him. We recently suffered a miscarriage. He was great with helping me, and I just found out he lives with the female that he is with. He tells me it's just because he was paroled to that address and they are not together, and that's why he can't be with me all the time. Should I believe him and stay, or should I leave? I love him, and he has met my daughter, and she loves him too.
Well, you know what? Best thing I can tell you to do, that's over with. Baby didn't come here. You love him, but you ain't said nothing about him loving you. You ain't said nothing about...
What's wrong with you?
I heard the phone.
No, that's that music upstairs.
He ain't put his arms around you, told you he loved you. That's all over with. You have your own child, I believe it said, and he's living with his ex. Well, you gotta live somewhere, but the best thing I tell you to do is leave that alone, because he had it before, and then he's back at that. He's back at her door again. Matter of fact, he's in her bed, so he's not in your bed. So the best thing I could tell you to do, you still number two, and you're gonna always be number two. So the best thing I tell you to do is leave that alone. Go ahead on, make the change. Go on and be happy, and stop being sad and doing all this wondering with negative thoughts. Go on and get some positive thoughts in there, and Just let it go. Don't let nobody take you all the way down like that. Come on now. Life is not meant to be sad or unhappy. It's meant to be enjoyed. It's so short. And it's meant to be enjoyed. You know, I mean, if you don't enjoy it, what a waste.
It says, I hope this isn't too long. My aunt and my mother had a falling out about 2 years ago over virtually nothing. My aunt and I have always been close, and she promised me that nothing would change and that she will always be there for me. Despite them not speaking, her and I kept in touch via Facebook and text messages. One day out the blue, she stopped talking to me. She blocked me on Facebook and blocked me from calling her phone. It has been 1.5 years since this happened, and I am still hurt because I know I did nothing wrong to her. And I know why she has also, and I don't know why she has also cut me out of her life. I try to suppress how I feel, but I miss her and my cousins, and sometimes I just lose it. My question to you is, how do I try to get over this because it's killing me?
Don't let it kill you, let her know. Once you tell her how you feel, if that doesn't change anything and you walk away, you let her come to you. She'll come to you. If any changes are made, she'll come to you. Sometimes little things in life make people change. It's not that you've done anything. It's not that it's your fault. It just happens. And so you don't keep beating yourself over the head with a stick when there's nothing that you can do about it. What is it that saying in the Bible? God give you the courage to know the difference. You should know the difference by now. It's been a couple years, you know, and if you want to see your cousins, go see them. You know, you want to call them on the phone, see what's going on. But if she keeps giving you the refusal, and they keep giving you the refusals, then you leave it alone. Try to find out what is behind it, what caused this to happen, and what's wrong. Like I said, don't have to be your fault, don't have to do anything you did.
This one says, I'm a 31-year-old woman and the only child. I'm a victim of abuse. I'm finally seeking help. I thought my mother was at my side during my troubled times. She made me feel like she cared and was concerned, will always be there for me. And then I found out she's been calling my loved ones up behind my back. They told me things only she knew. Also, she said things like she thinks I never should have sought help from the city because it's going to be terrible for me in the future. I now no longer speak to her when she calls or texts. I ignore her. We both did family counseling months ago as well, but from what I'm seeing, the counseling did not work. And if anyone is in danger, is it right to seek help? Question: am I wrong for ignoring her because it hurts that she's my mother and she betrayed my trust by speaking terrible, my personal things behind my back when all along I thought she was genuine? Thank you.
Well, we all sometimes run into a little bit of bad luck. Didn't say we had to love our parents. We should love them. She gave you what she owed you, and that was life. She let you come here. Now the rest is on you to figure it out your own self. After she let you get here. The best thing I could tell you to do is go try to be happy with your life. Make your changes. Find you someone. Sometimes life don't always change out the way we want them to do, so we have to change it our own self. Find our own personnel or male that we can get along with. Somebody that wants to be with us. A home that we can get a home that we can be happy in. Growth. But just don't sit there and be unhappy. You make yourself happy by visiting other people and loving other people. There's more than just one person in this world to love. and people that need your love, young kids that need you, teenagers that need your love. Learn how to volunteer your time and get interested in something else besides yourself. Stop worrying about yourself so much, and everything else will fall in its place. Believe me, God hasn't forgotten you. People don't understand that God don't walk away from us. We walk away from Him. And then we want everything to fall in place. And we're the first ones to say, oh, God this and oh, God that. God ain't did nothing. But He gets blamed for everything there is out here. Sometimes He'll cause little things to change. Try to open your eyes, try to make you see what's happening and what's going on. Sometimes you do and sometimes you don't. That's up to you. But you can't always blame Him for the mistakes and the things that you do in life. So don't sit around and cry about it. Don't be negative. Be as positive as you can. If they speak, they speak. If they don't, well, God bless them too. I still bless you anyway. That's on you. That's your loss for not loving me or being with me or associating with me. Maybe I can help you do something that you need somebody to help you do. Stop worrying about it so much. Learn how to do for others. Because this world is not made just for us. The day we talked about people basically how they feel about the relationships that's falling apart. They're trying to hold on, but it's just coming apart into pieces in your hand, and you keep trying to paste it back together, keep trying to make it right. And sometimes you can't do that. Sometimes you just gotta go head on and do the best you can, and stop worrying about. Thank you, son.
Why you ain't get one for me?
Stop worrying about whether you can make it right or not. You know, and do the best you can for not only yourself, but you make it right for somebody. Even if you can't make it right for yourself, make it right for somebody else. You know, there's so many people out here who need other people. Somebody to give them a glass of water, hand them a bowl of soup, or a laugh, or a smile, or a joke. In the hospitals, little kids in the hospital need little clowns and people to read them stories, and don't let nobody ever tell you that you done for and then you ain't no more use, because they work.
Finish recording your video. Tell me about it.
Why your stomach sweating like that?
It's hot and I'm
titties.
You know, if things work out right for you and everything, you know, sometimes they ruin, sometimes they won't. But you love God whether they do or they don't. You love Him anyhow. You ask Him to keep you going and give you that strength. Give you that strength to say thank you anyhow. Because, you know, sometimes through that negativeness you can see a whole lot of things go on. You know, and when you find out that things can happen for you, say thank you and go head on and make it happen another way. Sometimes you can't go down one road, you can back up and turn around and go down another road. And that's how life is. Doing the same thing year after year, day after day, month after month, sometimes causes things to change. They always cause things to wear out because nothing lasts forever. So I'm telling you right now, you look for change in life. I think it's going to be cold this winter. I was looking at my cats. I didn't see them this afternoon. I ain't see nobody at all laying around. They usually be laying around. You know, he must have took them, put them in the basement. That's what you did? Where they at then?
They might be upstairs in the back room.
Oh, well, upstairs in the back room, usually laying around, you know, and Try to be happy with your life. Now, you hear so many things out here now, here in Philadelphia anyway. It's always a child getting shot, and people killing each other now. It seems like with a gun. We had a baby get killed with a gun, a 2-year-old with a gun. He shot himself. You know, and that's, you call yourself putting something on, you put it up, put a lock on it where they can't get to it. You don't leave it nothing like that laying around where they could get to it. Because kids are always gonna pow, 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 they're always gonna try something. But a trigger is kind of hard to, I don't know, kind of hard to squeeze. For some guns, I guess. But if you're gonna learn how to use them right. But always keep them locked up and put away. Don't never leave them laying out for somebody to take advantage or to play with. Because kids will play with the gun. And it's always somebody, if it's loaded, that's going to get hurt. So I ask you to be more careful with your life, with their life, and with anybody that's out here. And so, I don't know what I'm going to see you again, but I hope I see you next week. And just to let you know I love you and I appreciate all of you. Don't forget to push them buttons now. And tell a friend. Tell a friend about it. You know, I need that. I need it. I need it. I've been saying, well, maybe I don't really count. You know, but I want you to show me that I do count. You know, just push them buttons for me. I appreciate it.